Hey there, one meteorologist Robert Spetta here with you on the 23rd of June 2016. And quite incredible that we have made it this far in our tropical season here in the Western Pacific without having a named storm system. But we are one step closer to that happening. And you can see on our screen here we have our latest tropical depression from the Japan Meteorological Agency. And this storm system, we have been watching it for several days now, actually tracking across the Philippines off here towards the west, and now starting to get a little bit more organization in it, just moving over the Sulu Sea and back off here towards the northwest out there into the South China Sea. With it, just that ever-increasing center of rotation, we have a lot of upper-level cloud tops just flaring up here throughout the day today, and this is becoming closer and closer to a tropical storm. In fact, according to the Japan Meteorological Agency, they expect this to be a tropical storm in the next 24 hours. There's their forecast track pulling off there towards the northwest over the South China Sea, eventually nearing Vietnam and southern China. I think this is going to move closer and closer to the Hainan area. Actually, take a look at the overall background imagery. You have to remember these storm systems, they like to flow kind of downhill. So we have our high pressure area back here towards the east. That's the Westpac High. Now, often we get them running this way and they want to run around the Westpac High. So if we follow that overall background flow, it's going to move off here towards southern China, likely around Hainan, just clipping Vietnam. But I think one of the bigger issues with this is we're going to be seeing a lot of moisture out of it. It's embedded within the southwest monsoon, so there's a lot of precipitation to be had here. You can just see on that cloud cover all of that convection flaring up with our storm system here. So if we take a look at our ECMWF model, now this is just one model, but it has a decent idea about this monsoonal gyre I'm a little bit worried about taking place here as we go ahead through Friday into Saturday. And you can just see that moisture oh, excuse me, that moisture wrapping around this, and that's eventually going to continue to track off there towards the north, moving into, well, basically, as I mentioned, southern China, just still pulling that moisture together. Now, if this does consolidate enough, we could have a very concise center of circulation. The sea surface temperatures out across this area are definitely there. It's actually very warm bath water. We're talking about 30 to 32 degrees Celsius temperature in some of these areas. So it's definitely warm enough, especially if I think this gets over here towards the Gulf of Tonkin, then it's definitely going to blow up. So right now, I think the big issue that we're going to continue to monitor is this still developing as we go ahead through the next 24 hours. Ask imagery definitely confirmed it. We've seen this earlier on today. Actually, this is an image we put together right around noon Japan Standard Time, just showing that low-level rotation as this passed over Palawan. Wasn't exactly sure if it was topographic, but as we look at the satellite imagery later on, I mean, this is fairly obvious. I shouldn't do that. It looked like a ghost appearing up on the screen. Fairly obvious rotation coming around this storm system. So heading off towards the north, if you are in the Philippines, something to watch out for, especially along the west coast of Luzon. You might get some heavy precipitation coming out of this, but I think people in Vietnam and southern China need to watch it more closely. But hey, it's something we're going to be keeping an eye on over the coming days. All right, guys, doing the update a little bit different now with the iPad. I'm actually running it from here, changing the slides on this so I can just kind of flip around and take a look at all sorts of, well, that was different, all sorts of different stuff. It's a working podcast, very, very obvious with that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.